Woo! What's going on, guys? This is Mike with Chit Chat Gaming. It's pretty late here. I actually just got done hacking my SNES Classic. So I want to let you guys know that the newest, that Cluster has released the newest version of Hakchi 2.21 on their website. I'll go ahead and I'll put a link to that below. I'm not going to go over how to do it and everything. It's literally the same way that you did the NES Classic, where you're literally just dumping the kernel, you're adding the games, you're installing the driver, and once you install the games, you're literally just pushing them over to the SNES Classic. The only thing that's kind of different is when it first comes up, it asks you to choose whether or not you're going to do the NES Classic, the SNES Classic, the Super Famicom, or the Famicom. So all you're going to do is just make sure you select SNES Classic. And once you do that, it's simple. It's just like how it was with the NES Classic. You're literally just going to do the same steps. You can add the box art as well too. You can Google them. You can have them automatically added. But again, it's out there. I went ahead, I did it. I added maybe 50 games today on top of the 21. So it's definitely out there. It's ready to go. So like I said, I just want to go and do a quick video and let you guys know that it is out there. I'll include that link in the description below. Of course, you guys can just easily Google ROMs to find your own ROMs. I had a few games not work. I think Clayfire 2 didn't work, and WWF WrestleMania, the arcade game, were really the only two that didn't work. I mean, they worked, but they're very, very glitchy and such. So eventually they will create more patches to fix those bugs as well too. But really quick, I just want to show you guys a quick preview of what I have on my SNES Classic, and make sure you let me know in the comment section if you decide to do this or if you have already done this. And again, I'm not telling you guys to go out and do this. I don't condone this. It's at your own risk. If you brick the console, I'm sorry. It's actually kind of hard to actually break, because once you dump the kernel, you can always go back and kind of re-add the original games, even if you can't figure out how to add more, which if you can't, there's something wrong, because it is actually super easy to do. There's tons of videos out there that show how to go ahead and do this. Again, I'm not going to go through all that, so make sure you YouTube it, search it, and find out how you can easily add these games to your library. Alright guys, as I mentioned, it's pretty late here, so I just wanted to do a quick preview of what I have on my SNES Classic. As I mentioned, once you dump the kernel and everything, and you reinstall the games and install the new games, of course you get to reload your original 22 games, including Star Fox 2. That comes with the console. So as you already know the original games that came with it. So once you click this folder here, you can actually go ahead and view your other games that you have. So right now I got Batman and Robin here, The Adventures of Batman and Robin, Aladdin, which is another classic which I really enjoy, American Gladiators, love that game a lot. I got the NES version as well too, Battletoads and Double Dragon. You got Battletoads and Battle Maniacs, Beavis and Butthead, which is a very fun game, by the way, surprisingly. Of course, you got Clay Fighter 1 and Clay Fighter 2 Judgment Clay, which of course is a knock of Judgment Day from Terminator, but these games are actually a lot of fun. Double Dragon 5 Shadow Falls, very fun game. Earthworm Jim 1 and 2, both great games, great platformers. Fatal Fury Special. They had Fatal Fury and Fatal Fury 2, but I really enjoy Special the most. One of my favorite fighting games of all time. Killer Instinct, loved it, and I have the Killer Cuts music CD on there as well too. It's not on here, but on the box art here, but that was a lot of fun too. I actually still own that. Madden 94, me and my uncle used to play this one all the time. So much fun, a lot of great memories, so I made sure I got this. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, they had the movie one as well too, but I really enjoyed this one a lot more. And these next couple games are games that really define my childhood as far as fighting games. And speaking of which, we are now approaching or just past the 25-year anniversary of Mortal Kombat. So here you have Mortal Kombat, Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3. I have Ultimate MK3 on here as well, so you'll be seeing that in a second here. NBA Jam, another great classic that redefined my childhood, or defined my childhood. I love these games so much. So we'll go ahead and we'll take a look at the next folder here of games. The NBA Jam Tournament Edition, another great game, which I really actually enjoyed this one a lot more than the first one. Saturday Night Slam Masters, I love me some wrestling, and surprisingly enough, this Capcom game was a lot of fun. Actually, probably one of the best wrestling games on the SNES. Shaq Fu. I'm still waiting for my copy of Shaq Fu 2 to come for purchasing NBA Playgrounds on the Switch. This one here is Spawn. Love this game. Maximum Carnage. Lots of great memories of this game, including the red cartridge that it came in. Such a fun game. Sunset Riders, another great classic as well too. The Genesis version is just as good, but I really enjoyed the SNES version a lot. Another great one, Super Double Dragon. This was like the first Double Dragon game to come out for the SNES. Super High Impact. I'm not really big into football games, but this one here was a lot of fun because you could do the crazy hits and everything after the tackle. And these three games are definitely games I really enjoyed. Lots of memories with this one here specifically. Super Star Wars, Super Return of the Jedi, and Super Empire Strikes Back. And then of course you have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4, Turtles in Time. This is kind of like another throwback to the arcade classic, as well as like the Ninja Turtles, the arcade game for NES. This one is just probably my favorite Turtles game of all time, right here next to the NES Turtles 2 game as well, too, arcade game. Tiny Toon Adventures, or Tiny Toons Adventures, Buster Bust Loose, lots of fun. There's Ultimate MK3, like I told you guys. Now we're gonna get into some WWE wrestling here in WWE Raw. WWE Royal Rumble, lots of time into this game here. I love this one. They're LGN games, but surprisingly enough, Royal Rumble was a lot of fun. Super WrestleMania, really enjoyed that one as well too. There's a Sega Genesis version of most of these games, different characters and such. And WWF WrestleMania, the arcade game, kind of like a Mortal Kombat style of wrestling, so definitely interesting. And this here will just take me back to the original games that's on the console. So again, just want to do a quick preview of the games that I have on my NES Classic, which, like I said, I just got done hacking it a little bit ago. So I'll just boot up Aladdin here just to show you guys that it does indeed work. So as you can see, it is indeed working. So we'll be getting into the game here in just a second. Oh, we got that Capcom logo. I keep forgetting Capcom made this game. So yeah, as you can see, it does indeed work. So yep, so that's all I got here today. Like I said, I just want to go and show you it. Hopefully you guys get yours hacked as well too. And leave me a message here in the comments. Let me know if you guys plan to hack your guys' NES Classic as well, or SNES Classic. As always, this has been Mike with Chit Chat Gaming, and happy gaming.